do a take two on that because, man, let me tell you, you get behind some people in a car and it's like, you're not sure who's operating the vehicle. You know what I mean? It's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I mean? It's like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's like, come on, dude. Did you did you put the key in the car and start the ignition? Or like, where are you right now? Come on, let's get it going. My God. Anyway, look at this guy with the lights brighter than the sun. This guy's... Alright, I guess let's see if I can do this car talk, and we'll just talk about like all the nighttime drivers. Because, I'm at that point at night now where it's like, it's nighttime driving. And when you're like driving at night, it's different than driving in the day. You know what I mean? And that's just like, I don't know. It's just, you would think it's very obvious, but I'm telling you, like these people, I don't know, like, are they different drivers or are they the same people with just their lights on? And some of these lights on these cars, like, okay, depending on where you live, some areas are darker than others, okay? And I mean, it could be dark, man. You could go out and it's dark. Like there ain't no lights, like no street lights. Like back in New York, you would have street lights. Like that's one of the things that that when you're in New York, there's like street lights everywhere. You know what I mean? Like they don't really have like dark areas. You don't want dark areas when you're driving around. You know what I mean? I mean, you could be, I guess, in some areas, but you better be careful. If you're having to drive through a neighborhood and it's dark and you don't know where you are, like, you better ask yourself, like, are you lost or do you know where you're going? Because like down south, I'm telling you, like, it's like they can't afford the electricity or something. I don't know what's going on down here. But it's like, look at this. It's like a parade of lights. People go out and it's like they've gotten to the point where they have to have these, Century Fox 21, movie lights on their headlights to like go out driving at night. Because I'm telling you, I don't know, like, how much light do you need beaming out from the front of your car in order for you to feel comfortable? And some of these things, it's like, it's not even like standard with the vehicle. I mean, some of these new vehicles, because a lot of people, I want to say they have new cars down south. I don't know how it is back up in the Northeast at this point. I don't know if everybody's driving around with new cars. But the phenomenon for me, when I came down south, I saw all these people driving new cars. And I was shocked. I was like, my God. I was like, did everybody hit the lottery at the same time or something? Or how is it that all these people are driving new vehicles? Like, what is it? Like, how are they getting the money? Like, what country are they living in? Like, what economy did they struck gold in where they can afford to go and get new vehicles? I'm like, how many people were born? Like, how many people came to this country that, like, said, oh, the first thing I'm going to do when I get to America is I'm going to get a brand new, spanking new, Jeep or something. Like it's just like par for the course. And these lights, again, my God, I mean, it's like, how bright do you need your headlights in order for you to be able to drive at night? Like, do you need it that bright? Because, I mean, I just upgraded my lights. I had some lights in the vehicle. I went and I bought some lights, okay? And at the time, the Pep Boys, okay, they weren't going out of business. They were closing their retail store side of the business down, okay? And so they clearanced everything out. So if you needed to get stuff for your vehicle, that was the time to do it. Now, Pep Boys, that company went back a long time. That went back to at least the 90s, I want to say, that they were always around. Now they only do servicing. Because for whatever reason, I don't know what people like up north. Maybe they still have them up north. I don't know. I haven't been up north in a minute. So I don't know if they still have Pep Boys up there or not. But down south, they only have the servicing side of it. And the same thing goes for Sears. We'll talk about that now too. Being that we're on a car kick and all these nighttime drivers are out and they're all buzzing around like a bunch of buzzards. You know, buzzards with headlights. They got like lights in their eyeballs or something, these buzzards. Right? Because I don't know, man. How bright do you need to see the road when you're driving? Because you're still a bad driver. You know what I mean? It's like, a fact of life is like, you know, people that learn to do more with less, they usually have like better survival skills. And these people that like, they need everything in order to like just walk out their door, is like, they're like a walking wreck, dude. Like how these, I don't know why the country is so upside down with this stuff. They're just completely upside down. And then you wonder, like, how is it, like, who's carrying the country? Like, do these people understand, like, are they American? Like, where they understand, like, what it means to be an American or not? Because, again, if you need all of this stuff to go out, you know, driving, to go down the road, man, I'm saying, like, you, again, at the heart of it, at like, you know, how much do you really need? You know what I mean? Like, your headlights don't have to be, you know, shooting out at some, you know, 10,000 lumens, and then thinking that, like, what is it that you're trying to see? Are you trying to see a movie in front of you? Like, what is it that you're trying to project? And I don't know if people understand this. Like, they'll get these lights, and it's like they really don't care. They really don't care. To the point where I was like, yo, this is obnoxiously rude. Because you get these lights behind you, someone comes up from behind you, and you got the rear view mirror, and you see those lights blaring through the back of your car, and they shooting hitting right at your rear view mirror, and it's blaring in your eyeballs. Now in New York, you know that would be annoying. First thing you do is you tap that rear view mirror down. You go click, get that out of my face. You know what I mean? Same thing with the side mirrors. Guys they got their headlights beaming off your side mirror, all up in your eyeballs. Like, what? No, I'm sorry, man. Like, stop that, dude. And these people don't care, man. It's like they don't know what it's like to be like someone that's not in their car or something. They think like their cars, like they got the Starship Enterprise or something. You know what I mean? The next generation driver or something. They're in the future. They're like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, stop it, bro. Stop it. You ain't driving the freaking Starship Enterprise over there. Like, turn them freaking high beams down. And they can't do nothing about it either, because once they put those lights into their vehicle, it's not like a dimmer light. It'd be cool if you could dim the light somehow, but you can't. That's the lumens of the light, and that's what these people do. They have that thing like projectorama beam. You know what I mean? Like they're looking at like cinematic, you know, some type of Pixar movie or something like that with those lights. I'm like, what are you seeing in front of you when you're driving? Because I mean, I need enough light to see the road, but I don't need to be seeing like a runway. I don't need to see the plane landing in front of me. You know what I mean? I'm like, just chill with that, man. And they don't, man. It's only intensified over the past few years. I'm like, all right, they'll chill it out. You know what I mean? Like these people ain't gonna go overboard with this stuff. They they'll start to realize it's kind of stupid because everyone's got these stupid headlights now. You know what I mean? But they haven't, man. They haven't, and you could tell when you go out. And there's back roads, like down south, there's back roads. You better, that's the one thing, like when you're driving south, because there's the main roads, and the main roads ain't really the main roads. They just the roads that they have. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're not gonna be on some freeway or some highway that's like, 3 lanes, 4 lanes, 5 lanes, or something crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that's not gonna happen. So you're gonna have like 2-lane highway on some of the bigger circuit, roads, highway. I still think it's you might get 3. You get it in the loop. You get it on the circle over there. But I mean, all in all, you in the back roads, man. And in the back roads, I'm telling you, oh my God. It's like, yo, put some electricity down here, man. Like Ben Franklin. Do you remember Ben Franklin? He was a president. You know what I mean? Like he flew a kite, and the kite, it got hit by lightning. And then somehow he had a key or something like that, and then all of a sudden he started electricity or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, get some electricity down here. Like, why is it, like, what is it to push against? Like, they're like, nah, just get high beam lights. Get lights for your car so that you can, burn people's retinas out at night. Like, that's so much fun. Obnoxious, man. Obnoxious. I mean, again, you go into some of these back roads, I mean, okay, you need a little bit of light, but you don't need, it ain't a movie premiere you're going to. It's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Anyway, I think I beat this horse dead over here. Oh, man. And that was on a restart, too, because I started out, and then I had this guy sitting in front of me like he didn't know what the heck he was doing. Like, he just got in the car for the first time. Like, what's this guy doing, dude? Like, what is he doing? I don't, he was on Sudoku or something. He was trying to figure out the crossword or something. Like, trying to be like, man, but I gotta figure this one out. Like, yo, dude, please move, drive. Like, stick it out there a little bit. Stop thinking that, that the Moses is gonna come down and he's gonna part the seas for you. Because that's how it is, man. These people sometimes, the way they drive, my God, they waiting for like the moment of truth or something. It's like, come on, man. This isn't a light. This is a decision. You know what I mean? You got to decide. Are you going to drive or not? Man. And then the news of the day, because I got a few more minutes here. Let's see if we can round it out so that I'm not just rambling and all nonsense, whatever. And so, news of the day, the rally's tomorrow. And I was thinking about a few things because they had talked about a few things. The hotel. Trump Towers. They were talking about Trump Towers. And they were saying how Trump Towers, like, I guess when I started to think about it, I said, man, these people must have these ideas in their head about what they're going to do, like, if they get Trump Towers. And then, because someone had, like, what are we going to do if we get Trump Towers? What are we going to do with it? How are we going to do? They'll turn it into the DNC headquarters or something like that. They were saying they were going to have, like, the refugees, like the illegal immigrants, were going to take it over. Like, they were all going to live in Trump Towers. What else? One guy, I think he was saying they were going to have all the doctors and the lawyers. They were all going to move in, and they were going to be living there at Trump Towers. Like, all these guys, I guess, that are like Democrats or whatever. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm like, dude, this is like, I don't have to go to sleep to, you know, to go into my dreams here. This is like stuff in the real world. I'm like, what's going on? And in the meanwhile, the truckers are all like, they're not happy at all, man. They are not happy at all because they've been through this one. They know how this works. They did it last year when they started to mess with the truckers. Then they started to take their money away because they were going in there and they were doing GoFundMe, or they were doing whatever it was that they were getting money. People were supporting their cause and giving them money for this, that, and whatever. And then up in Canada, they wound up going and they seized their funds and they shut down their website, or they stopped their GoFundMe, all of that. So, you know, all of this stuff, they know. The truckers know how it works, or at least they have a little realer sense. And these people out here that got no sense about freight, or like retail, or restaurant business, or they don't understand how like that stuff gets to anywhere, man, we're gonna see what happens, man. We're gonna see what happens. 2024 is just the tip of the iceberg. Like, this is definitely not gonna be without, you know, it's not gonna be uneventful, that's for sure. There's gonna be stuff that happens and goes down, and you know, there might be a little turbulence on this flight on the landing. You know what I mean? Like, you go up in that plane and you say, oh man, I just let me get there safe and sound. Let this plane land in one piece and I'll be happy. Now let me tell you, you hit that turbulence up in that air, oh snap, yo, oh damn, right? You be all, your stomach go all queasy, all like, oh damn, right? You waking up, you sleeping, you feel that, you're like, oh yo. Right? You'd be like, damn, I hate flying, right? Yeah, because you know it. Because if you've been in that turbulence, you know when you hit that, and you know when you feel it. So, and it might get like that, you know, considering how things are right now with everything the way it is. So, and I'll tell you, these people at night, they like to drive with these bright old lights. You know what I mean? They gotta be super bright. They gotta be the brightest lights in all the land, because that's how they roll. You know what I mean? They gotta prove something. They gotta look at my lights, how bright they are. They're brighter than all the other cars out there, right? Like, come on, man. Come on. Just get yourself some normal lights, man, and just know where the heck you're going. Like, where are you going? You don't know where you live. That you gotta have, you know, you know what I mean? Like, where you going, bro? To your house? You got the world premiere going on or something? Like, what's with your headlights? You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude. Yeah, that's how it is, you know? And with everything right now, with this voting, sheesh. And that November time frame, that's when it gets dark. So everybody's going to be rolling, comes November, they're going to be rolling in the dark with them lights. So hopefully it's not a blackout. You know what I mean? Hopefully the country has enough money to pay its bills so that there's some electricity. Hopefully down south they get some money to put some lights down here so people don't got to be driving around with these obnoxious headlights. That would make me happy. I would think that's an improvement. And these people, again, man, I do not know why they have not rolled on this stuff sooner. They have not rolled on this stuff sooner. They figure, I guess they're like, hey, it's good for the economy. Let them, you know, unless these states are invested in headlights, in car headlights, you know what I mean? These dark states, they're like, hey man, we invested in the technology to have these obnoxious headlights. So, you know, the way we say it, it's a win-win for us. You know what I mean? Like, we wind up, you know, not having to worry about installing lights, street lights anywhere, and we can run them real dim wherever they are so that you're going blind, so that you can't see anything. The animals like it, you know. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I did upgrade my headlights. They are working a little better than what I had. I had some, I guess they were like white headlights. It kind of gave like a white luminescence. And then these are just, they're a little brighter. They're a little brighter, they get out a little further. I'm happy with them, man. I'm happy with them. I'm not looking at all Pixar, you know, all cinematic. Look, man, I could see, you know, 90 degrees. I could see everything to the right of me, see everything to the left of me. Like, I don't even have to, like, turn my car towards that direction. It's like, my God, dude. Are you kidding me? And these people, again, they do not care. They do not care. They like, hey, man, I have a right to drive a vehicle. I'm an individual. Like, oh, my God. Nah, don't start with that, right? Don't start with that. Individualism. Really? Anyway. All right, I'm going to stop there because I got to my destination. And eventually you have a good night, a good evening, a good afternoon. Go get some food. Go have some yogurt or get some ice cream or popcorn or go watch a movie or something good like that. All right, peace out. We'll catch you on the next one.